Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host. And this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. But this time, I've delved into one of the boxes featuring my underground and alternative comics from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And got a big handful, and I was going to share them with you. So this is not some of the normal stuff, and it's stuff that I won't be able to go into more detail with for largely because of the for some of them anyway, just because of the sexual content and stuff. So I can show you the covers and maybe a page or two. And of course, a lot of them features a lot of drug stuff. Starting with this one, Dr. Atomic. This is by Larry Todd. I've talked a little bit about him before because he was one of the artists who had done, who assisted on Cherry Pop-Tart, the erotic Archie ripoff comic that has become very popular. It's my most popular video, and you can see, as you can see here. It's a nice airbrush coloring. You see the same thing on the back cover illustration. It's drug oriented. Dr. Atomic has looks like he's turned a saxophone into a bong, and all the musical notes are puffs of smoke. And you can get a view of the interior art, nicely drawn, definitely underground art style, and just crams a lot into these panels. In this particular story, where is it? Is featuring Dr. Atomic, featuring the Loch Ness Monster. Oh, that's some fun. And then, we have here, Quack Quack. And this is a Star Reach production. I forgot to mention, this is from 1975. And then Quack from Star Reach publication. And this is all anthropomorphic stuff. And the main character in this particular one is, and this is more on the adult side, adult humor type, with language, foul language, and sometimes sexual stuff. So it is definitely not a kid's anthropomorphic funny animals. Okay? You can see on the back featuring the story of Planet of the Ducks. And this is from what year was that? 79? 77. 1977. And the main feature in this is The Wraith by T. Michael Gilbert. And The Wraith is his funny animal Spirit ripoff, as in Will Eisner's Spirit. And then here you have the beavers. You can see some more of this stuff. But you can see some of the nice artwork, real nice artwork here on The Wraith. And of course, later he did Mr. Monster. Okay, then we have Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. Well, this particular issue is from 1989. It is reprinting material from 72. Is that right? Where did I see the date? Yeah, 1972, reprinting, and of course it's all drug stuff. I love the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. It has some really nice art, some funny stories, and Freewheelin' Franklin says here on the back cover. So you can see that. Then we have one that's probably unfamiliar, even to most underground aficionados, is Hobo Stories #1. This is what was it? From this issue is from 1979, but it's printing stories from 1972. And Hobo Stories #1. This is it says Everyman Comics, and some nice artwork. One of the things is probably why it's not so well known is because this was produced and published in Colorado Springs. So I was lucky to find it. Right here. It has some nice artwork. Definitely and is a lot of drug related, and some of the other stuff is more sex related stuff in here too, as happens with underground comics. Then this is something that you might be a little more familiar with. Fantagore #3. It's 75-cent cover price for an underground comic. And this is Richard Corbin. Richard Corbin. Almost all of the contents is Richard Corbin. And you can see the back cover, lovely painting for the back cover. Seems to be a type of a horror. This is far enough away you can see because it's got nudity, but it's not very. You can't see very much, but you can get a good example of the artwork in here. Some of the really, really nice artwork. And I wanted to show something else too, but I can't find it now. Oh well, doesn't matter. And yeah, and it's unusual because this is an underground comic that is in color with a horror theme. Okay, next we move on. This is from 1979. I've got a cover up part of the cover with my hand. This is Young Lust #5 from 1979, and Kenny and Todd. What's his name? Yeah, Jay Kinney is one of the main creators here, and has a really nice cover painting. And this is first story is a parody of some of the Chinese propaganda comics that they have had in China in the 50s and 60s. And I plan on doing an episode on that sometime. I'm going to give you an example. This doesn't have anything bad. You can get an example of the artwork. And here's some really, really nice stuff. And it is, a parody of those. And this has a various other stuff. Artists. Where's the... Oh, yeah. Some nice artwork on this story. Before it gets into the naughty stuff, really naughty stuff, and there, support your public library. And it's what T-shirty. It's a little naughty, but not bad for that one. For that drawing, I wanted to show you that. And that was from 1979. And here is Young Lust #7 from 1990. Young Lust #7. And this is 20th anniversary blowout. And so it's been quite a while since I've had much. Anyway, here, I can show you this one here. Some of the nice stuff in here, and I'm getting too far along. And then this even has a story by Spain Rodriguez. You can see on this page over here, and then there's the artwork on the next story over here. Not him, but you can see this is about the only page I can show you of Spain Rodriguez in here. Alrighty, then we get, of course, adults only. It Came from the Id. Cannibal Romance, a really bizarre looking cover painting, and even more bizarre looking back cover painting. You can't make anything up, but this is some strange stuff. So again, some nice artwork, just some strange stuff. And this also has a story. This is from 1986. I wanted to show you here if I can. Where's that page that I can? Okay, I can show you this side. This is by Dory Sita, the late Dory Sita, who did a lot of stuff in the in Weirdo magazine, and then I've forgotten what illness she had, and she died in the mid to late 80s, which is really sad, and I really like her work. And that's it. Then we go to this is 1992, Joe Matt's Peep Show, Peep Show #1, and nothing bad. And you can give an example of his art if you're not familiar with his stuff. He was real popular at about this time in this alternative stuff. And then I have Peep Show #2. Then we get to Roberta Gregory's Naughty Bits #2. See if there's something. This isn't too bad example of her artwork, and I really like Roberta Gregory. Got a lot of her naughty bits, and she had some stuff in Weirdo and other stuff and other places. And she had a graphic novel that I really like, and a miniseries called Artistic Licentiousness. And here is weird stuff. This is Naughty Bits #3. And I have more. This is just what I had handy. And then we finish up with Ripoff Press presents Underground Classics, Greg Iron's Early Work, Volume 2. And, of course, this is also from, 1989, but it's reprinting material from the 1970s. And Greg Irons had some nice work, but it's just like drug-induced weird stuff. What else can I say? I don't know that for sure. And yeah. It's hard to pin him down. So that is all that I've got here. I can't show that one. Well, that one I can. Is for some alternative and underground comics from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I want to thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. And do tell me, leave a comment. Let me know. Have you read any of these? Are you familiar with them? What ones do you like best, etc. And remember, comics are art.